Well, you're on the podcast.
Yay!
Finally, after 20,000 years, you're finally on the podcast.
Yep.
So, what are you going to say to the people?
What's up?
That's it?
What else could I say?
You said you wanted to be on this podcast,
I
so...
know.
Okay, so basically, I want to ask you, even though I've asked you this thousands of millions of times, Martin, why do you want to be on this podcast? What do you want to share to, like, your friends?
I mean, to be honest, to be on this podcast, I just want to, like, a memory with you.
Yeah.
But I guess also be on YouTube. Maybe be
So you want to become famous?
popular.
Popular. Well,
I
I'm
guess
not
it's-
very popular.
Well, I don't really care about popular or fame.
Talk about your story with God. Share it to your friends. Why are you so close to God?
Well, I'm so close to God because He helped me, like, a lot throughout my life, I guess. More recently, 6th grade summer, I had a lot of anxiety and stress, some negative thoughts, and I just didn't know how to help with it. My mom helped me a lot, but it was a tough time, definitely. I was alone a lot in my house, and it was just a tough time. So then from that, I decided, hey, I haven't done my first communion yet. Why don't I do it? So then I started doing my first communion, taking all those classes, and I was taught a lot, definitely. And I would pray every night, obviously, I guess, or not obviously. I don't know.
It's okay.
But I would pray every night, and then I did my first communion. I was definitely very scared because I've always had this thing, if I get scared, I start like to gag, and I guess just high anxiety. So I was definitely scared. I thought I was gonna like run away doing my first communion.
What do you mean run away?
Like when I was about to receive it, I would like turn away and be like, nope, I'm too scared. But after for some reason I gag when I get scared. After that, I was just like, I can do it. So then I did it, and I felt amazing. I was so proud of myself. Like what I'm trying to say, I guess, is I feel like I evolved way more. I learned one thing that I do right now is I learned about breath prayers, and like in a certain time of the day, like multiple times in a day, you just pray to God. Thank God. Right now, some of my prayers I put was thank God for what He's done in my life. A prayer for my volleyball season, prayer for good friends. I just pray to God for whatever.
Okay, that's awesome. You should be very proud of yourself for that.
am.
Are you proud?
Yeah.
Good. You're about to go into high school.
Yep.
Are you excited to go into high school?
My main focus is to make more friends, I guess.
Okay.
But get good grades.
That's it? That's all you want from high school? Are you scared? Are you anxious? Are you happy?
Anxious a little bit about my classes.
Is that the thing that worries you the most right now?
The thing that worries me the most is just friends, I guess.
You feel like you don't have a lot of friends?
No, I do. I know I have a lot of friends. I talk with a lot of people, but I just maybe hope for more friends, I guess. Like, I have friends, but like to put at like main friends, I feel like I only have 2, I guess.
All you really need is one good friend.
Yeah.
I mean, I was lucky enough to have 2, but all you need is 2 good friends, and I think, as time goes on, you really start to leave more and more people behind, and that's fine. It's part of life.
Mm-hmm.
I had to learn it in high school, and I definitely had to learn it when I left high school.
I just trust in God's plan, and that's all I can do. There's things I can't control.
But what about the things you can control?
I can only control them through God.
What about your volleyball season? Are you excited?
Yes.
Well, you haven't been training, though, bro.
Yes, I have.
No, you have not.
Yes, I have.
I haven't seen you train once. I've seen you
'Cause
hit the ball once in the house.
You're never at the house.
Yeah, that's true. I'm always at college.
I joined in 6th grade, or I went to like this meeting, but I never did because I was scared.
What were you scared of?
I don't know. I guess I just didn't want to.
No, I know what you were scared of. You were scared of what people thought of you.
I guess.
I'm always scared of what people are gonna think. People are gonna probably think I'm dumb right now, just doing this podcast.
What
If I
the-
don't know what I'm talking about.
I mean, even there's 3 people who didn't want it, or maybe they're just haters. But I'm here.
So anyway, going back to volleyball.
I was like looking at YouTube videos about like positions and what you need to know, basics. I guess what's left is to practice, and that's what I've been doing.
Okay. When did your season start?
February 11th,
That's what, Wednesday?
Tuesday.
So here's a question for you. What do you say to the people that like didn't want you to be on here?
I think they
I mean,
just-
because you're always going to have people that don't like you. I have people that don't like me, but
Yeah.
you just kind of got to live with it. Not everybody's going to like you, and that's okay.
I don't care. I mean, I did care at first, but I was like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like what I tell my friends that like some people say stuff to them. I just say, will it matter in 10 years when we graduate?
Will it matter in like a week? Probably not.
Yeah.
You were talking about how you were super anxious and like you had a lot of anxiety when I left you, what is it, 2 years ago in the summer? Yeah, I actually mentioned it in my podcast, I think with Alex and Miguel,
Mm-hmm.
where I didn't actually realize, because I was always working or I was out doing something, I didn't realize like, dang, like I was leaving my little brother behind. And so I do feel bad. I feel bad. But then this summer that just happened, I think with me graduating high school and just kind of wanting to be like doing everything by myself, I think I got closer to you because you were the only person I was ever hanging out with. If I wasn't at work, I was with you or I was running, and we would go on walks and we would talk. And I enjoyed that. I think it was super important for us to get close. I mean, we're already close, but I think it got us a little bit closer, and I think
Yeah.
that's why we're good brothers.
I really loved it too.
Is it crazy to think that you're 13 years old?
Yes, I don't look 13.
I can't see you going into high school. Like, to me, you're still like little.
What's it like having a brother like Martin?
I don't know. It's pretty alright, I guess. I think I make a lot of the decisions are based off what would my brother think of me, and am I a good role model, and am I doing the right thing for you and for me? But like, would you be proud of the decision that I'm about to make? Yes or no? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you influence my decision making a lot. That's why. It's probably why I don't drink.
I mean, I feel like you shouldn't be doing that anyway.
Would I be lying to you if I said I haven't tried it? I would be lying to you, but it's not for me. And I've never told you that, but.
No, I bet everybody has tried alcohol.
And I'm not saying it's bad. Like, I'm not like shaming people for drinking alcohol or anything. Like, if you want to go do that, you can go do that. But I'm saying, like, for me and my life, it doesn't fit with my goals. It doesn't fit with the type of person that I'm trying to become and want to become. So I like to party still. Like, I like to go to parties. I was at a party last night, but I don't drink or anything because I don't really need it to feel satisfied. I feel satisfied when I reach my goals and I do the things that I know I have to do, like doing this podcast.
Mm-hmm. My podcast.
How many people that you go to school with know how close you are with God?
I don't think not many.
Not many. Have people ever seen your lock screen?
One friend.
And what do they think?
They said it was very Jesus-y. She talked to me before that like she wants to be like more into God.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, to be honest, I don't even know that much to like speak to you about it, but I can try my best. I told her like, pray to God. That's what I told her. And she said like she doesn't really know how to, or like she gets uncomfortable or nervous. I don't really remember the whole thing, but I just try to help her to my best of my ability. And I've brought her into Christian music because she really liked it. And most people know me because I had a huge obsession with Billie Eilish. But I got rid of all of it. All the old singers I used to like listen to, like Billie Eilish or anybody else, I just got rid of it, and all I listen to now is Christian music.
Yeah, but just because you're closer to God doesn't mean that you have to stop listening to a certain type of music. I mean, maybe. I mean, I guess it is your decision, but...
I mean, I don't think it's based on if I got closer to God. It's just what I wanted.
Dang, that'd be hard for me. Because I love reggaeton,
It's a sacrifice, just like
I guess.
how I got rid of YouTube to get closer to God.
What were you doing?
Scrolling endlessly, hours and hours.
Yeah, that's something that a lot, I'm talking about, like, almost
Everybody.
the entire world struggles with. And I was just talking to it on the other podcast. I was saying, like I want to be as productive as I can possibly be, but scrolling through TikTok and stuff. Well, I don't scroll through TikTok. What am I saying? I'm scrolling through Instagram Reels. And just checking Snapchat. And I think Snapchat is like the dumbest thing ever. And I still haven't deleted it. And I don't know why. I really just should delete Snapchat.
Probably, I haven't deleted it because of streaks.
No, that's the dumbest thing ever. Streaks, like, is the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah.
Like, if you actually pause and think about what a streak is, you're just sending somebody a photo for no reason at all.
Yeah, day after day. My high streak is like 520.
It's
But,
so dumb.
yeah, to be honest, it doesn't matter that much.
I think the reason one reason, but really it's just my excuse to not delete it, is so that I could, like, market or, like, show my podcast to people. Like, oh, the podcast is up, you know? So that's a reason. I mean, I guess it is a good reason, but it's really just an excuse. And the second one is, like, I don't really want to miss out on stuff because nobody really gives each other, like, their phone numbers anymore.
Mm-mm.
But there's people on Snapchat that I have that I don't even talk to. Like, I really don't know why I have them.
Yeah, I have people.
I don't know why I have them on Snapchat, but I just do.
For some reason, I have like an obsession with like, oh, I want a high snap streak, but like, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. If you lose it, nothing happens.
Or I meant snap score.
I think when I was, like, a sophomore, I used to, not Snapchat, Instagram. I would always check, how many followers do I have on Instagram? I would be obsessed with how many followers I had on Instagram.
Yeah. Yesterday, my streak ended with someone, and they were like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm such a bad streak," and I was like, "It doesn't really matter."
Yeah,
anyway.
it doesn't matter
It
at
doesn't
all.
matter anyway. I don't think it matters.
I think Snapchat is a complete waste of time. And yet I still freaking use it. So really, I'm just not talking about anything.
Yeah.
You want to do, like, some type of challenge yourself.
Mhm.
What is it? You want to tell them?
It was called Day 1. It was where I would exercise once, eat healthier, pray, read a book. I guess it just never turned out. I did the challenge, but I failed 4 times. It was the first time I think I forgot to read or something. The second time, I don't really remember. Third time I got COVID, so I was like, I could have done it. I could have exercised through COVID, but then I ate unhealthy food, and then I just stopped there and never tried again. But
Why don't you just stay after school and work out? Isn't the gym open?
yeah, I guess my biggest fear is judgment.
Well, you're going to get that anyway. And I know that's, like, a hard topic to talk about, but you just kind of have to start. I mean, like, I started this podcast, and I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing.
But you just gotta work through it, because once again, it's not gonna matter what they say eventually. If you're fat and then you get skinny, you just prove them wrong.
Yeah. And they're probably still going to shit on you. They're probably going to say, oh, now you're too skinny. Stop trying to make other people happy.
You just can't please everyone.
Yeah, you really can't. You don't even got to please anybody. Who the fuck cares what other people think?
It takes a lot of work
Yeah.
to, like, mentally just, like, oh, they talk bad about me, okay, whatever.
So when I said I wanted to start a podcast, what did you think?
I didn't think much of it, I guess, but
You just thought it was an idea I had?
no, I knew you were gonna do it. I was definitely proud of you. I was like, okay, he's gonna do something. That's great. And I've seen podcasts, and I was like, that's what my brother's gonna do, I guess.
When I say that I'm going to do something, Do you believe that I'm actually gonna do something, or do you just?
Yeah, because seen you do stuff before and you have a lot of determination. Even when we were on vacation, you didn't even eat any junk food, which was
Surprising?
wow. No, not surprising. Like very proud of you, very dedicated to what you're doing.
You have a guitar now, and I know you want to get into music, so
There's one thing I always did, like just normal songs. I would like turn them into like songs that would praise God. I don't know why. I would change up the lyrics and like just change it to like something that would like praise God. So that's what I've been doing. I was like, hey, you're like songwriting right now, kind of. Even though you're just changing up the lyrics, I think that's songwriting. It's cold. So
I know.
I started writing it down, and then from there I wrote some songs, I guess. And when people ask me, what do you want to do later in life, or what do you want to do as your job, I get embarrassed and I don't want to say what I really want to do. But what I really want to do is become a Christian singer. That's what I want to do. When people ask me, I say, nonprofit person, like manager or owner. And I do want to do that because it helps people. But I really just want to like help save people to God, bring them to God. That's what I want, to bring them to God.
How often do you pray every day?
I think 10 times a day.
10 times a day?
Because, again, I do those breath prayers. I thank God for my food. Sometimes I pray at school.
Cameras are about to die, but I want to say that, like, good job. Good job getting so far.
Thank you.
And I hope you nothing but the best. I mean, but I'm still going to talk to you after this podcast anyway, so.
I'm very proud of you, too. And how far you've come, definitely.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching and getting to know me and my little brother a little bit better. So, hope it wasn't too boring. But, no, thank you guys for watching. See you next time.